are back. Grab my little tool here. Alright, this is the dilemma. The colonists are, of course, going to take the first turn. We'll take the initiative. What to do. My choices, I think, are, of course, to put the political control markers down here. Make sure we keep that for the end of the game, which is coming up. And now both players know the end of the game's coming up. So, what to do? Do I move Washington, get him out of the way of an attack, place political control markers, or reinforce Washington? Here's the deal. I don't want to attack Howe on the coast. He gets his naval advantage. I get my militia advantage, so he can come to me. Do I want to get him out of here? Do I want to bring any more generals, reinforcements? Oh, let me look at my cards, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's what I decided to do. I'm going to go ahead and play me a 3-op card. Oops, keep on forgetting to do that. American reinforcement, the first one. 3 units. And they're all going to go underneath Washington. So Washington is just going to be not activated, but reinforced. So he's got himself a nice stack going on here. We'll take that 1 and we'll just flip that over and make it a 2. So there you go. All right. I believe that's where he was. Was it Camden? Okay, so that's what that's going to be the American player's turn. Just reinforce Washington. If Howe wants a piece of him, he can come get him. What's that? Die roll modifier. It's going to be hard for him to not have his full combat rating. So we'll just say Washington's recovered from whatever sickness or whatever he had. He's at full strength. So bring it on, Hal. That'll be it for the colonial turn. Let me see what the British want to do in response. We'll be back. Okay, let's see what the British hand is. Full hand, 7 cards. And they don't want to do this. This is a card that must be played. Declaration of Independence card. Play that last, because that gives the American player 1 political control marker in each of the 13 colonies, so that's not going to help. I think we need to destroy Washington before anything else happens. He's got a 3-op. He can get his 1 reinforcement with any card, so he removes American Parliament from 1-2 spaces. Not okay. This might be a good card to play here. That's taking off political control markers, and that's what we want to do. By the American player before a battle. American Johnson strategy, but this is a good one for the American before a battle, but we ain't playing it right now. We're going to hold off on that card too. That's poison. There are 3 ops. 1 American general with up to may be activated. It can move up to 6 spaces. Huh. This is another one we don't want the American to have, so we'll put that over here. And French alliance marker. So not good. Where's this? Can't. Alright. Independence card. These are cards I'll wait till last if I have to. Oh. I think I'll play the William Pitt card. I'm going to remove an American political control marker from any 2 spaces that do not contain an American unit, so that'll work. French alliance has not occurred. So, either player must discard this card as per 6 to reshuffle deck at the end of this turn. So, turn's going to end with the war ending. I don't think that'll help, or that'll be in effect, but we'll remember it. Remove 2 American political control markers. All right. So let's go ahead and discard this one. Whew. 2 political control markers. Well, we could use those out of Utah Springs and Charleston, effectively neutralizing South Carolina. Let's see if Washington's got a political. Yeah, he's got one. So they still got control, but that helps. So much for those political control markers. What was that all about? William Pitt urges peace talks. Huh. Oh, William Pitt hurt the colonist. Okay, well, that was English turn. Let's see what the colonists want to do in return. It's a colonist draw. We'll be right back. Alright. Here's my deck. What would you do? I can activate all kinds of generals. I can place a political control marker with this one here. Activate generals. What I am choosing to do is take one of these ops cards, putting it in the American reinforcement spot, and giving Washington 2 more reinforcements. Beefing up Washington for the fight. You guys want to eliminate the American forces? Be my guest. Alright, Washington standing tall on his big old stack of units. That was a colonial turn. Look at the British cards. And we will decide what they will do next. We'll let you know. Be right back. Could be over. Let me see what we got going on here. There might not be no hope for the British. We'll go ahead and play the cards out and see what's up, but it ain't looking good. He's only got a chance to activate 2 generals. One of them won't get down there in time to fight Washington. I don't think Howe can take him on. He's too strong. What to do? His military victory is not. It's not within grasp. Unless Howe just goes on a tear. I could put political control markers down though. Could use those cards. Political. Oops, he's only got 1. He's got 6. I think that's the only choice we've got here. Is making a political control fight. Howe can't take on Washington. So, old Carlton can't get down in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. With 1 activation. He can't do nothing else. Alright, so the British player is going to play a 3-op card and place 3 political control markers, but they got to be adjacent to existing political control markers. So let's see what we got here. Here's 2 of them. Punch out another one. 3. Okay. So where does it tilt? Where does it tilt? The colonists need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I don't know if I got enough to go tit for tat, but I will place 1 political control marker in South Carolina, Charleston, giving me 3, and the colonists 3, thereby making South Carolina. Okay, now the British player's winning the game, and I can place 2 more markers. Okay, to make him adjacent. He's got Georgia with 1. I will place 1, giving us both control of Georgia and negating Georgia. Ooh, taking a big bite out of the colonial victory. All right. Well, I like that. Next is Virginia. I got nobody there. Oh yeah, I do. Over here. Okay, I see what my next move is. There's Virginia. So now, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 and 1 equals an even. Virginia goes down too. Okay, a new map and a new game. Then we're to 3, 4. That was pretty powerful for the British player. What you gonna do, Washington? All right. Let's see what we got here. It turned into a political control game for the end of the turn. We can play that, and we can put our markers anywhere we want. I would like to use these major and minor campaigns to put down political control markers instead of activating generals. I'll see if I can do that. I can put 1 down for him. Well, I got 3 left. I think the freaking British player's out of political control markers too, or op cards. Alright, I'm going to take a little break here, see what's going on. It is the British, or the colonial turn, and we will be back to this final stretch. Looking good for the British right now. Gotta be a comeback and a half. Political victory. We'll see. Be back. And it's the colonists' turn. Trying to get a grasp on the situation after that devastating political control turn by the British. Game's ending this turn, so it's all about political control now. It's a dash for the finish. Political control markers. I can place 4. I don't know. I forgot what the English cards were, but I got 4 political control markers at the end of this strategy phase of place. So that's what I'll be doing. Let me find out where I'm going to place them at, and I shall be right back. Colonials are playing their 2 op cards for political control markers. Placing a political control marker here in Georgia, effectively giving the Americans control of Georgia. Alright, second one I'm going to put here in South Carolina at Utah Springs. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 versus their 3. So that gives me back South Carolina. I guess it's just a matter who's going to run out of cards first. But that will be the colonial player. He now has 6, needs 1 more for and to hold on to it for victory. We'll see how the British player responds. Be right back. The British player is going to go ahead and discard an American event card in the discard pile. And as per this rule right here, placing and removing PC markers with event strategy cards. Event strategy cards may also be discarded as per rule. Allows 1 PC action taken to a space adjacent to a current friendly political control marker. Okay, that goes for both sides. You can place or flip 1 political control marker adjacent to a friendly subject to the additional restrictions. Remove. This is what I'm going to do. 1 enemy political control marker from a space which is adjacent to a space containing a friendly PC counter, and that is not occupied. So, Utah Springs is being removed. Thereby making South Carolina neutral again. I'll remove this. And that'll be the British turn. Now the British has got 2 cards that must be placed, and another American event card. So I'll play that again, but that'll be the British move. Brits are winning the game now. American needs to take over Virginia and South Carolina, New Jersey, Connecticut, or New Hampshire. So we will return. The American player is going to do the same thing the British player just did. Discard a card that belongs to the other player. But this time, the American player is going to do my tit for his tat. Place that back there, giving me control of South Carolina again. So that's my move. Check and checkmate or whatever. Back to the British turn. One American general with up to 5 may activate it and move up to 6 spaces. So he's going to go ahead and discard this card. And I guess we just keep doing this till the end of the game, unless there's anything else I can do to flip. Let me go back up here. Give him another option. Shoot. New Jersey. I will flip New Jersey. Can I flip? Place or flip one political control adjacent to a flag subject to additional restrictions. British PC markers, huh? Let me see here real quick. I want to see if I can flip. I think you have to have a general and an army on it to flip it, but it says 2 different things in the rules, so let me clarify real quick. I'm interpreting it like this. Place or flip a political control adjacent to a friendly subject to the additional restrictions on each side itemized in Rule 10.11. Well, 10.11, which is right here, comes down. And in this 3 here, it says that British PC marker may be flipped to its PC side if there's a British Army general and at least 1 CPU. So I can't do that. But I will remove 1 enemy PC from a space which is adjacent to a space containing a friendly political control counter. Alright, so I'm going back up here to New Jersey and removing that one there. Pretty well give me control of New Jersey. So that is the British player's turn. Back here, getting down to a few cards. Down to 3. So far, it's a British game. We'll be back. The rules here, and I think any card can be discarded unless it says it must be played. So I'm going to go ahead and use these for political control markers. That leaves me with a total of 3. And well, the Brit has 3 too, so this will be interesting. Now these 2 cards here have to be played. And one of them gives the American player political control markers. So this one just moves the French Lions track, which is insignificant. So that is giving the colonial player 1, 2, 3, 4 political control markers to place, and the Brit only 3. So that is what we're looking at here. The strategy of the political control markers. The game's not coming down to military because that's not possible at the end of this turn. So, interesting. We'll be back here in a few. Forestall any movements of my generals or any combat. It's just going to be a political control game. I'm discarding this card. I'm going to place a political control marker. But where to? I need 1 more control. Where's Virginia? Okay, so I'll go ahead and place this one. I'll block his placement by placing that one at Virginia. Therefore, give me control of Virginia. So Virginia goes on over to the colonial side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the blink of an eye, the colonials are winning the game. Alright, let's go back over here to the Brits. And the British player is going to play the I'll play the Benjamin Franklin Minister of France card just to see where the colonial player is going to place his cards, his political control markers, because I still got 3 to place. This card here gives them 13, so not looking good. We'll see how it turns out, how it comes out in the wash. But till then, Benjamin Franklin cards being played. We will advance the French Alliance marker 4 spaces on the Alliance track. And this card here can only be played once per game. So what we really need to do, and since the game's going to be over, but I did notice there was a few cards that were supposed to be taken out of the deck. We'll just put this one back in because, like I said, I think the game is going to end. And next time we'll have us a out of deck stack. But with that, French Alliance marker moves 1, 2, 3, and French Alliance is now in effect. Whether that'll have any influence on the game, nah. I mean, I don't even know if I want to look it up because we only got 2 cards left per person. But well, let's do it the right way. We will look up the French Alliance and see what happens if I get to activate these guys in this turn, or if it's a next turn deal, which won't happen because there is going to be no next turn. So, just out of my own curiosity, I'm going to check out the French Alliance, find out what would have happened here at Washington's War. Getting towards the end here. We shall return. It says here that the French Alliance event is implemented after the current strategy card phase has been fully resolved. Don't have that phase word in there, but I'm thinking maybe that's what it says. Additional activations of major minor campaign strategy events, if necessary, are completed before the French Alliance event is implemented. So we'll hold off there. Like I said, the game is going to be ending anyway. So then, French Alliance has been taken care of here. We will flip that over to the European War section and put that on the next phase here. If by some reason the game extends, like I said, that'll be it. Alright, that's it for the English turn. On to the Colonials.